Hey, what's up, guys? Jason here. Man, it's been a while. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. I my intentions are to make videos more frequently. And just kind of getting caught up with life. 7 months without Kratom now. Last Thursday was 7 months. Just want to make that clear. Um, but yeah, I've just been busy with life, things, and whatnot. It's really just kept me from making a quality video. I've made a couple attempts to make a video, and they just weren't how I wanted them to be. So I never posted them, and because I don't want to just make a video to make a video. I want to make a video, from my heart. I want to make a video with true expression, true, just have something, to share, genuinely, so anyways, like I said, 7 months without Kratom, and I just thank God that I made it 7 months, and it's not like that I made it, trying so hard, and it's not at all, but just the fact that I'm here at 7 months, because 7 months, it's starting to finally feel like, all right, that's some decent amount of time, it's over half of a year, only 5 months until a year, and the worst is definitely behind me, I'm just got a lot more emotional, mental stability and whatnot. And today, I've been behind on sleep the last few days, and today, I drank a little too much caffeine than I should, and kind of gave me some anxiety, But the fact that I've experienced so much anxiety, random anxiety from, quitting smoking weed in the past, from quitting Kratom, from, quitting everything, I actually appreciated the anxiety today. I was like, oh, I've been here before. I'm actually thankful for this because it's only gonna cause me to grow. It's the last thing I even thought of to do would go reach for something to help my anxiety, like a drug or whatever. It's cool that I'm not even thinking like that anymore. I want to just embrace the challenge. I'm like, oh yeah, anxiety. What you got on me? I'm not a victim to the anxiety. I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm still gonna be friendly to people. I'm still gonna when I go to the gym or see someone tonight in the laundry room. I'm gonna be friendly. I'm gonna just be loving. If I only am kind to people or love people when I'm feeling in a good mood, then that's easy. What about when we're not feeling that great? Like a day like today where I'm just tired, just worn out, too much caffeine, anxiety, I don't necessarily feel like talking to people. I just want to keep to myself. Sometimes I feel like that, and no, I want to be outgoing and respectful and kind to people, and it's really cool pushing through those barriers, because I don't want to let emotions control me in that way, and here's another thing too, I've became more aware of is through the last few years of using Kratom, smoking weed, whatever. It's I developed such guilt and such shame for doing that stuff. When I deep down in my heart knew I shouldn't be doing it, you know, like even like when I was using Kratom still, like I would get the Kratom high, you know, and I would feel like guilty because it was like undeserved. So even though like I took something to make me feel better, like I couldn't truly feel better because I knew it was wrong, you know. So it was like, it's like I couldn't really reach that height of high because I kind of knew better that like it just wasn't right, you know. And it's different from the past. I could get high on whatever, you know, and enjoy it. But the last few years, like I've just been growing closer with God, and wanted to be more obedient to what His Word says and what His commands say. And He says, "Be ye sober-minded." You know, that's pretty straightforward. And you know, out of continuing to grow with God and continuing to like seek Him out, is like He kind of exposed these things, these drugs, these substances for what they are. That I'm now able to see them in a clear, truthful perspective, that these things, you know, use substances recreationally to get high, to, you know, control emotions, to use it as a crutch, it's just not right. You know, there's places and times to use things medicinally, and I get that. But right now I'm talking about like just using things to alter our mental state, to, you know, handle stresses, to, you know what I mean? Like out of that, God just really shown me like these things really have no value at the end of the day. Like they just give you a temporary high or whatnot and bring you right back where you were. You know, it's a way of running from our issues. It's a way of running from our problems instead of like dealing with them and facing them. You know, we run from them, you know. And my dad told me this really cool thing he read in this book he's reading. It's like this lady, she got attacked and killed by a tiger, you know. And it turns out like this tiger was her pet. Like she had this tiger from a little cub, you know. And it's interesting. Like at the beginning, the cub was super cute, harmless, you know, fun, you know, cuddly, you know, really enjoyable. Kind of like our addictions. You know, our addictions can be cute, fun, you know, warm and cozy. But eventually, those addictions grow into a big, ferocious tiger that wants to eat us, that wants to kill us, that wants to devour us. That's what addictions turn into. You know what I mean? Like, it's all fun at first, and I'm not gonna lie, I had fun with addictions. I had fun smoking weed, I had fun drinking, I had fun partying, I had fun snorting Percocets, I had fun tripping on mushrooms, I had fun snorting cocaine, you know? But all those fun seasons ended. And I kept trying to extract the value. I kept trying to extract the fun I once had with it, you know, out of insanity. Like I never could get that true satisfaction out of it that I got before, because really, what the initial satisfaction I got was not even real anyway. It was a counterfeit, you know. Like out of my ignorance and out of my immaturity, I was able to do that and actually be so ignorant to the fact of, you know, what true joy is, what true satisfaction is, that I could do those things without feeling guilt or a sense of wrong, and even knowing, after things were wrong, and still doing them, I would still get some satisfaction out of it, but not any as much as like I wanted to. Like with Kratom, like there'd be days I took Kratom and I wouldn't feel as good as I wanted to, and so I'd take more. And I took Kratom so many times to where I was like drowsy. Like I was taking like 40 grams a day at times, and even with weed, like I was smoking wax, like just super concentrated, like, and there's times where I was doing like 15 dabs, 20 dabs a day, and because my tolerance was so high, But those things eventually turn into addictions, like chains, bondage. Like you have to do them, like you have to breathe air every day. And we're not designed to be hooked on anything like that, So kind of another thing off of that topic, like I've realized, like, out of using like that and knowing it was kind of wrong, that I would there's like a regulator put on my mind on not letting me feel, not like kind of feeling just shamed, where like I don't deserve to feel happiness. Like I can be a little bit happy, but if I'm like really happy, like that's not right. Like I don't deserve to feel that joy. So I'm realizing more of that regulator, or I compare it to like a governor on a car, right? Like if a truck has a governor on it that doesn't let it go faster than 80 miles per hour, then that truck will not go any faster than 80 miles per hour. And we can put governors on our minds, on our moods, and our potential, in our success, our growth, like, so, I'm just becoming more aware of those limitations that I've put on myself, or that I've come to believe, or other lies that have come against me, lies, could be from me, my own self, or it could be from the enemy, like the enemy plants lies in us. He wants to belittle us. He wants to make us feel worthless, and down, and, so I'm literally discovering, more and more lies that have been operating in the background of my life and in my mind, and I'm still like bringing them to the surface, and I have a lot more work to do with that, I really do, and it's exciting to, like dig those things up and like expose them. Like that's what God does. Like he's light, and he shines and exposes the darkness, and exposes the lies and the snakes and the things coming against us, the lies that are trying to keep us down or discourage us or make us think we're less than who we are, and so we need to take all regulators off of our mind, and off of our potential, and not beat ourselves up about the past. The past is the past. It's done. It's gone. It's over. And yeah, I've made some mistakes I'm not proud of, but they don't have to affect my future. In fact, I can let those things give me fuel, give me drive for the future. I can recycle that pain, into growth. So, it's just some more things I've become more aware of. What else? Oh yeah, balance. I'm trying to balance. Like I'm doing a lot in life. It's good to do a lot. It's good to be productive, but I am still learning how to balance things. Like it just feels like I'm putting too much energy in one area, and then another area will kind of be slacking, you know, and then I'll put more energy in that area, then other areas in my life will be slacking. So it's like, it's kind of messy right now, you know, which is a reason why I haven't been able to post a video recently, is because like I'm like probably doing too much than I should right now. I'm probably not resting as much as I should. I'm kind of like being very active, like working out a lot, going to the gym in the mornings and nights sometimes, and you know, definitely working out every day now, which is awesome. And you know, developing new friendships and helping out work the Celebrate Recovery program, and you know, plugging into new churches and just meeting new people. And I just want to grow. You know. So I'm doing everything I can to keep growing, but sometimes I forget that I need to just, you know, just sit and meditate and pray more and just be with God more. You know, I can go to, you know, this church and that church and watch these cool teachings, but you know, what about my personal time with just me and God? You know, I need to make more time for that. I need to rest, you know, rest in the Lord, and let Him like replenish my energy, and you know, and it's not just about me. I don't want to just spend time with God for what I can get out of it. You know, I want to know Him more. I want to, you know, God is love, and I want to become more like Him. I want to love how He loves, you know, and it's something I'm working on, you know, like trying to balance this all. But it is fun. It is fun growing. It is fun having this problem. What a good problem it is to have this, you know, the privilege and the honor to do all these things, like do martial arts, to have the freedom to, you know, go to all these different churches and events and meet new people, good, you know, loving people, and you know, with my family. I got time, you know. I got two little brothers and a little sister, you know, and it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing, and, you know. And I was at my grandparents yesterday, and just talking about life, you know, and my grandma gave me some pictures. You know, I haven't seen my mom since I was like 8 or 9 or something, and my grandma gave me some pictures of me as a baby here, you know, like there's my dad and my mom there, and there I am, and that's my dad. And, you know, it's really something to see these pictures. Like, you know, I haven't seen my mom in over 20 years, you know, and it's there's my dad on a motorcycle. My dad and my mom there, and my dad's smoking a cigarette. My grandma said it might have been a joint, but you know, it's just cool to see where I'm come from, man. Like, 2 kids basically brought me into this world. My mom was like 18, my dad was 18, and neither one of them were ready to be parents, you know. And there's like, my mom she had an abortion before me. She wanted to abort me, and my dad said, no, we're gonna have this kid, you know. So, and there's countless stories of how, like, God's protected me this whole time. And you know, I'll make another video and kind of in the future about all of these incidents that God has protected me in, you know. But it's just neat. It's just neat. I'll show you guys one more picture and then we'll head out. So here's my little brothers and sister. You know, it's just a blessing. Just a blessing to have these guys in my life, and to be in their life, and to not have a drug getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I was smoking weed and taking Kratom, you know, my relationship with them was hindered. And I just thank God that it's such an awesome relationship I have with them. I see them every week, play with them, and just love them. And, you know, relationship with my dad has improved tremendously. Like, we used to butt heads a lot, and so a lot of good is coming out of getting over myself and living, you know, in freedom, living, you know, without addictions, living sober-minded as God calls us to do. So, and to be honest, I didn't even know what I was going to talk about on this video. I just kind of in this weird funk, like, I know I need to make a video, like, but, you know, I think I'll leave it at that, guys. Like always, I appreciate you, I love you, and, you know, if you're still watching this right now, thanks for sticking around through the whole video. I know it got kind of long. Just, yeah, let me know how I can help. I just love you guys. Take care. God bless every one of you.